the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Carr now to throw. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle. Here comes the Lions punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat, in every meeting with reporters. This week, he kind of said, I've had enough, and I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he's going to be taken down right at the line. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Here's Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. He's got a man complete. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Titans.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
Extra point good by Gostkowski, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They went 3-and-out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass.
2nd and 10.
Carr. Flush to his right. I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they get another shot here with a 1st and 10. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. A big pickup of 38. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Ryan Tannehill taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Titans are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Gostkowski with the extra point. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Now after the loss, they'll have to navigate a 2nd and 17. Carr going to throw. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a terrific return as he takes this thing on. Down near the 20-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Tannehill going to get this forward on the jet sweep.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
Now Tannehill with a little touch pass to his wideout.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They snap it to Tannehill. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down.
Tannehill going to get this forward on the jet sweep.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. 16-0. That's the score after 1 on EA Sports. On 2nd and goal, Tannehill. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Titans are able to widen their lead here in this first half. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And a touchback here as Walker will sit on this one. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
It'll be a gain of 6, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Here's Carr. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
Here comes the Lions punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Will Harris. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now after the INT, it's Carr. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. 2nd down and 3. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit. From the gun, it's Carr.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. They'll let this go for the end zone. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Carr to throw again.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Kevin Byard. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball, because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
Touchdown, Titans!
Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
Gostkowski the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll go down at the 2-yard line. What a disaster there.
Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. To throw is Carr. And incomplete on the deep ball.
As we've seen, their first 2 drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Carr. And this one is incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
The Lions on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Carr to throw. He's going to air one out. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here comes the Lions punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Returnable for Thomas. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see. Touchdown! Make that now 4 touchdown passes for Ryan Tannehill.
And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. On the return, Walker.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
On play action, now Carr.
He'll drop this one off to Swift.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. To throw, it's Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. Going deep for Walker. And for the 3rd time here this half, it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball.
And got his man complete. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Tannehill. He's going to try and go deep again. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. He's going to take another shot here.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off with great anticipation. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action.
Good job. That was a great pick. Good job.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after their first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
This taken in at the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That's good for 28 yards. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. From 21 yards away.
And the Titans take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that will extend this big lead. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Play action. Now it's Carr. Finding Walker complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 27 yards there, a first down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
Carr completes it. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. On play action, it's Carr. And that's out to the flat for Swift. Swift's got the first down and then some. And down to the 28-yard line. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. Now Carr again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kevin Byard. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. After the interception, here's Tannehill. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 26. Hey, they made no bones about it. They wanted to throw this rookie right into the fire, see what he could do. He shows what he can do there. And you have to really put the time and effort in because playing a receiver in the NFL is a difficult task. And for a rookie, all that you have. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee.
So this looking more and more like it is going to be a successful kickoff to their campaign as they add on here.
And, partner, you know NFL coaches, they're on the sideline thinking about all the little things that need correcting. But for the most part, they've got to be ecstatic with the way this season has started out.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got. A setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Charles, you look at that run, and in your garrulous and loquacious manner, how would you break down the Nick dynasty that occurred when that was bounced outside? It was almost Machiavellian, wasn't it?
The capricious dichotomy of their play calling is almost a non sequitur. And Brandon, I have to say, my friend, the ubiquitous cacophony of your ostentatious, sycophantic ramblings have left me in a state of ennui.
Do you always have to one-up me? I thought I was bringing the thunder. I had to look those words up all morning, and then you do that. Back now in Nashville, and this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Swift.
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now a play fake. Carr. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 29. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. This is caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter.
Now Tannehill with a little touch pass to his wideout.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further.
A nice play design there with a touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it.
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. From 3 yards out.
And the Titans are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
Gostkowski with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. On the return, Walker.
And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle.
Right back to Swift again on second down. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage, and we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they've bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. They'll try and run here with Swift. And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 66 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Swift. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Now Carr on the bootleg. Complete to Bryant. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Now they'll throw with Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bryant. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 19 yards there on the catch and run. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Now Carr. And that'll be incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And no move to pull Carr and the offense off. They're going to go on 4th down. Now Carr, got to have this one. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the fourth quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock.
Throwing now, Tannehill. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 48. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That was a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And I tell you what,